Merry Christmas from Banks, formerly known as FaZe Banks. What a terrible day. What a terrible year. I left FaZe 5 months ago.
Dude.
And this wasn't
Sorry,
for the
Lico.
narrative, this wasn't for the camera, this wasn't for Twitter, this was very, very real. It was off the heels of some Twitter drama, and the boys were, you know, getting blown up in their comms and in their chats. And as we all know, in this world, wacky, strange world of streaming, every last one of them are forced to appeal to their comms and their chats and narratives on Twitter.
Bro, Kick, I can't even ban
They
him.
lose viewers. If they don't, they take a hit financially to their career. And
What are you talking about,
Aiden?
Adin?
Effect on who their friends are, who they're in relationships with.
Watch the video.
Everything. The way they treat each other online is completely 100% based and rooted in the feedback that they get in real time from chats and comms. So again, as somebody, an old man, 34 years old, you guys never let me forget it. Who no longer makes content, who doesn't have a stream, who doesn't have his own platform.
That's funny. I'm not gonna lie, that's
That
funny.
is funny, dude. That is kind of funny, Aiden. I'm pushing like 30.
Really respond.
You know, it's
Not
crazy.
that I
I'm
really
pushing
give a
30, guys.
anyways,
Pushing 30.
but, yeah, all this drama's created, and we get on a call 5 months ago, and the guys are like, "Listen, we're over the drama."
Wait, FaZe Clan made a tweet?
I guess so, dude.
Oh my bro, bro, stop!
We think it's best if you just like publicly step down from FaZe, just to cool down the drama online.
Holy, are you guys 10 years old? Are you guys 10 years old? Shut the up!
Reacted very emotionally to this.
So annoying.
God.
Obviously took it very personally. And was
Get him,
offended
Aiden.
because,
Damn.
Again, I used my entire network, every dollar that I've ever made, everything that I've ever had, this brand that I built, I used all of it as leverage to start these guys as a content group and to kick this shit off with the sole goal and intent to bring FaZe back to the top, which we did. We did that all collectively. Over the last 2 years, FaZe has won Org of the Year twice. And yeah, I was the first guy in the room. These guys would have never lived in a house together if it wasn't for me. These guys are all at minimum 10 times the size in terms of audience and platform now as before they joined FaZe.
I mean, I got that is facts. Not all of them, but that is facts. That's true. That's true. I mean, guys, again, I'm not gonna take a side. I'm not gonna be emotional. I'm just gonna be logical. What's facts and what's not facts. Okay, that's facts. But not all the guys, not every FaZe member. But that is facts. What he just said, dude. Last two I'm clicking on, bro. What is it? Okay, yo, Henry, listen to me, you Australian. I'm gonna literally press charges on you. Because out there, you cannot cyberbully out there and do shit like that. So stop and off.
These guys have all made millions and millions and millions of dollars in the last 2 years.
What?
And none of them could ever dispute the fact. Max just said it himself on his stream. Joining FaZe was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. I've heard that from Lacey. I've heard it from Silky. I've heard it from Jason. I've heard it from Ron. I've heard it from Adapt. I've heard it from every single person that's ever joined FaZe. Specifically these guys. And I'm here to tell you, as former FaZe Banks, this was one of the worst decisions I've ever made in my entire life. I gave up my entire adult life to this. I have put myself in millions and millions and millions of dollars in debt. I have never made not one singular dollar outside of my salary via FaZe. Not selling it, not buying it, raising money. I've just put myself further and further in debt. Yeah, I think.
Could you imagine just making millions of fucking dollars and like being able to do what you love doing, to create content and just making that much money to, God, something you could only dream of.
FaZe to acquire and all the costs.
I ain't even making $10 a month.
For these guys' careers over the last 2 years, I think ballpark 40 million bucks.
Wait, what did he just say?
Last 2 years, I think ballpark 40 million bucks. And all the costs for these guys' careers over the last 2 years, I think ballpark 40 million bucks.
He's okay. He's saying because him and Kalish teamed up to buy back FaZe. That's what he means by that. No, chat. That's true. You could look it up. That's a literal. You could look up how much did FaZe Clan. You know what I mean? You could look that up. That's public information. It's a public company with actual stock.
collectively making $40 million though. That's crazy. I expected him to make more than that, but then again, I mean, still $40 million is a fuck ton. That's something I could only dream of, but still.
And I think probably collectively these guys have had to have probably made like 20 million in the last 2 years collectively, I would guess.
20 million. 20 million. My bad. 20 million collectively. That's crazy.
Not $1 of that 20 million has ever gone back to FaZe. Never mind me. Even if it did ever go back to FaZe, it's not mine. And I just can't believe it. I can't believe I'm in this position now where people are calling for my head. People are wishing for my death. In FaZe.
All right.
Receiving death threats is actually fucked up. Like, anybody that sends people death threats over stupid shit, you need help. You need to go see a therapist. You need to get help. You need to get off the internet. You need something. Like, that's stupid. That's childish shit.
Emotion in the first place. I ruined it. There's 5-6 individuals who are multi-millionaires and have beautiful careers ahead, and God bless you, and I wish you guys the best, and I ruined it. Yeah. The fact of the matter is, if we went in a time machine 2 years back and I decided to never try to fix this phase, I'd be much better off. I'd have more money. And
okay, I don't like that statement here, and I'm gonna tell you guys why I don't. Because you can't say you regret something, right? You obviously could say that, like, obviously he just wishes that it never got touched. But at that point, guys, we all remember FaZe was in the gutter. At one point, before this new FaZe came in, that shit was in the gutter. And little did you guys know, I don't give a fuck, I'll air it out now. I saved FaZe at one point. Why? Because whenever there was San Diego TwitchCon I went, I did a MoonPay deal. And that funded FaZe to help them stay up. I dropped the ball. That's the truth. They were in the gutter. They were, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, bro. Like, wait, what did Train just say? You could say you regret something. I regret not being in the stream when the picture of your sister was...
These kids would just be doing what they were doing before.
I didn't know Adin Ross, that MoonPay deal, and then fucking help fund FaZe again. That's crazy.
It's hard for me to sit here and take that. It really is. And I plan on going live.
I was talking with Train a little bit about it. Happy Hanukkah. Thank you, guys. Last pause. Guys, isn't it funny everyone wants to give these gamble streamers, but like me, X, Train, we're the realest ones with the most valid takes, and we don't give a like, that's the truth. Banks, not Banks, Train, X, real motherfuckers, bro. Those guys are loyal. Live
tomorrow or the next day at some
Train
point.
just mogged you? He did?
Future.
Wait, he's going live?
I plan on going live tomorrow or the next day at some point in the future and really kind of just laying it all out. A to Z, start to finish, the entire 15-year history of this, specifically the last 2 years, specifically the behind-the-scenes and the dynamic between all the kids in the back end. Because I just watched some clips from this Black Boy Max stream where he's playing a laugh track over my tweet. And it's like, Max, I know we've had like our individual differences, and I know I haven't really seen eye to eye with a lot of the talent because truthfully and honestly, I find you guys all to be incredibly ungrateful. I find you guys all to have insane egos.
His age is in the background. Is he talking about this back here?
And I think it's disgusting. It makes me sick to my
47.
stomach that your guys' relationships with each other and with every other streamer and your community included is so incredibly fake. You guys are the best actors on planet Earth, and you've made a complete career out of all of it. Max, these are your boys, but these are the same guys that said they hated your guts after you left. And, you know, you're the program and you have an ego the size, you think you're Travis Scott and this and that. And also, like, Max, multiple conversations about how Ron's content's cringe and you guys didn't.
I ain't gonna lie, this is gonna end bad. I'm gonna tell you guys why. Oh my God, it's so cooked. Guys, I don't think there should be any more content. Ribs, dude. Listen, I'll explain why. Like that face. Look at the time. Look at the pause. Look at the pause. It looks like I'm f***ing in the butt.
Come on, focus.
Like, dude, like, I don't know, dude. This is insane. This is crazy, bro. If that's real, Banks says he's gonna go on stream and pull up receipts tomorrow, and if there's receipts of these members talking shit behind each other's backs, I mean. People can get frustrated with one another, but I don't really think that, like, I don't know. I gotta see what he streams tomorrow.
with the dad. None of you guys with Lacey or Jason in the beginning. You guys didn't want these guys to live anywhere near you. You barely wanted to share a brand with them. But FaZe was going to fund a Miami house for you, Rage, Silky, and Kason. So we'll take what we can get. And then it all worked. And we forced this relationship. And I was called a retard then. And I was told then I was ruining FaZe. And now 2 years later, it wound up being the best thing that ever happened.
Oh, I remember that, though. Everyone was on his... I remember that. Oh, my... Yo, when that... Bro, everyone was so mad. But, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. FaZe boys, they did it. They proved me wrong. They proved everyone wrong, bro. They did it. They did it, bro.
So you understand why I'm sitting here and I'm frustrated.
I
would hope anyone watching could.
I remember when FaZe, like whenever FaZe, Lacey, and everybody, oh yeah, first joined FaZe, dude, and all of the hate that they were receiving. Holy shit, I remember that like it was yesterday. It was all over Facebook, dude. Not Facebook, Twitter.
Sit
I
here
remember
and
that.
understand why I would be frustrated while a entire hate mob is coming after me on Christmas, my first Christmas without my mom. When all I've ever fucking wanted to do is help FaZe be successful. That's all I've ever wanted to do. That's the only intent. Where's the money?
Horrible.
I'm this guy who's trying to take everything from everybody. Where is it? Then why the fuck am I millions of dollars in debt? Where is it?
My question is, Ricky and Matt, how did you guys think you were gonna get your 40 million back? Where? I'm not joking. Answer the how could you recoup $40 million? Oh, DraftKings sponsor. Yeah, that works. But still, it's like, unless they're doing the build-up company strategy where, I don't know if this is their plans, but they basically build up FaZe, and then they sell it to another company. Then they make money off that. But they're only, I don't know.
It's in Blackboy Max's bank account. It's in Silky's bank account. It's in Jason, Ronaldo, Lacey's bank account. I wish this never happened. I wish that I never did any of this.
Damn.
And they'll all still tell you this was the best decision they ever made.
Last pause. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is just gonna end bad on everyone. Like, this is not gonna be a thing where it's like one-sided. It's just shit's gonna come out with both sides that make them both look whack as fuck on the internet. And like, that's the truth. Like, shit's just gonna come out where people are like, yo, he's weird for that. He's weird for that. Nobody wins, bro. It's gonna be a war
in their life. I'm emotional and I'm passionate. I'm never going to apologize for that. Anything that I do, anything that I speak on, anything that I work on, any talent that anything that I touch,
crazy.
I will always be 100% 2 feet in. That's just who I am. And everything that I'm telling you guys right now is straight facts. It's dead wrong, bro. This is unfair. It's unfair to drag me like this. It's unfair to pin me as some horrible guy.
facts.
Again,
Nina.
The fact of the matter is, every single one of these guys
Wait, Nina, would you ever box on brand risk?
has a bigger platform and an audience because they joined FaZe and met me, and has millions and millions of extra dollars because they met me. Whereas I, on the other hand, have lost years of my life to this shit and am significantly worse off financially.
Okay.
Significantly. This has destroyed me. My whole life has been completely destroyed in the last 4 or 5 months, but nobody gives a because I don't have a Twitch chat, and I refuse to be one of the people to just do what you guys are telling me to do. I don't know, guys. This streaming shit is so fried. It really is.
It actually is, though.
The narratives, the clips,
It's so
the
bad.
fucking, the appeal to comms and chat, and
Sounds good,
the
Nina.
willingness to just. You know, it's funny. Everybody looks at these streamers as guys and people who have these massive audience and have influence over millions of people and can impose their opinions and their will on millions of people. But it's not true. It's the exact opposite.
I thought that said Nick Merckx. I was like, what the
Opposite.
fuck? Nick Merckx is in Adin Ross'
agree.
The
chat?
traditional influencer is dead. These
Yep.
kids are the most heavily influenced people on the planet. They are
Yep.
puppets attached to millions of strings. And if their comms and
I
their
agree.
fucking chats say that the sky is red and they disagree,
L.
they say, no, chat, I think it's blue. I think it's blue. Once that viewer number starts to fall off, once they start to see L's in their chat, Once they start to see hate
Damn.
threads in their fucking
He's right,
comms,
chat.
they switch up.
Don't say you. I say whatever the f I want to say. You guys even get mad at me sometimes. Like I came out the women streamers. Why do y'all spamming L's? Like, dude, like what the f is this? Put some dubs. Banks, say W.
Real quick, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about objective truth. It's the sky is red. I've been trying to talk to these guys for 4 or 5 months, and they don't give a f. All they care about is their stream, which is completely fine. I don't need them to give a f. I don't need anybody to pretend to care. I'm done pretending to care. But if I had 100,000 viewers, if my name was Kai Cenat, they'd be on my dick. They'd be welcoming me with open arms. I would have had a big red comfy chair at the Streamer Awards to, hey, come f with us, bro. Let's do a stream tomorrow. Like, that's just what it is. And you guys know that's what it is. And anybody arguing against that is just completely lost. These relationships are fraudulent. It's just, it's fried, bro. It's fried. And I'm happier than ever to be going my separate way. And I'm glad that what happened 5 months ago. I'm happy to be off of it. There is no future for me in FaZe. There is none.
In conclusion here, who do you guys think's in the wrong? FaZe boys, Banks, or both? I'm going with both. Mainly, but I would say it's like a 65-35. I think that, guys, I just realized it though. Put yourself in like Max's shoes though. 2 years later, they come running after, yo, you got to sign this 20% or you got to pay rent. And you got to pay these. I'm saying, no, what the f? I'm already making millions of dollars. Why the f would I give up my, so I feel them for that. That's why I'm not mad at that. Like, it's a business, bro. It's a business. Same way I got dropped from Stake, it's the same way. Guys, there's no such thing as friends in business, and that's facts. And I don't know what that conversation looked like with Banks and Mac telling the FaZe boys, yo, you know, you have to sign this 20% document. I don't know. I wasn't there in that room. But the FaZe boys, I feel you. Put yourself in their shoes. I'm not signing that shit. Shower, y'all. If I'm already averaging over 10,000 viewers, making millions of dollars, I'm not signing shit. I'm just being real. I'm being real. I'm not signing shit. I'm not signing shit. I'm sorry. I'm not. And I just think it's such a up misunderstanding. Because, bro, Banks back in 2021 at the peak when I was getting 100,000 viewers live on Twitch. Hella FaZe guys, sign. FaZe like, Banks like, nah, don't do it. But I don't know everything, guys. I'm not in these conversations. I'm not on an NDA. I'm not on a FaZe contract. I can't tell you what happens in these meetings. What I can tell you is, in this specific outcome, I've already expressed how it is. That's it. We gotta wait till tomorrow, but that's my take.
Could you imagine just getting offered a contract worth thousands of dollars or millions of dollars? God dang, guys. I don't know what I would do if I got offered that much money to stream daily. And then they want to take 20% also on top of that, whatever you make from your stream and stuff. I would definitely not sign it, but then again, I don't make money at all. Like I'm actually rather broke, pretty fucking broke. And I don't know how I would react if like somebody offered me a contract, so much money, but we take 20%. I don't know how I'd react to it. I've never been offered that, but that's crazy. Adin Ross might be, or Adin might be right. That would be a dumb thing to do, is sign a contract like that. But this whole thing, like FaZe, they're done for, dude. I just think FaZe is going downhill. They've been going downhill since, you know, I don't know. I don't even know if Temper still even has like a thing with FaZe or not. Like, it was cool that Banks tried bringing him back, you know, when Lacey, because I didn't like Lacey when he first joined, but dude, he grew on me. Lacey's pretty cool. Blackboy Max, I don't know much about him, but I don't know. FaZe is going downhill. They're done for. That's my take on it. Yeah. It sucks. It definitely does suck. But anywho, what can you do? Nothing. Banks, I feel sorry. I feel bad for you, bro. Sorry that you were winning dead, I guess. That sucks.